think that because I think that I am dour and solemn, not at all. I mean, just the opposite. I never trust people who don't laugh, who act as if they put airplane glue on the back of their hands and stuck them to their foreheads. What? No, 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 no. Mm-mm. They didn't come to make a difference. If you've come to make a difference, you laugh as often as possible. Because the telephone will ring and inform you of some information that will make you weep. The doorbell will ring and you'll hear something. You turn on the television and say, my God. Pick up the newspaper. Whew. Walk in the street, your car has been stolen. No. So as often as possible, you laugh. Don't force it. But the Bible says a cheerful spirit is good medicine. And we are just now finding in medical research that that is true. It may be why Black people have lived so long and have fewer wrinkles and so forth. Really? Now, what is the mystery behind laughter? What is it? That it allows the factories in the body, the various glands, to create more endorphins, which go around the body. I think of them as little visiting physicians knocking at the door. You okay in there? Would you like to have a couple of aspirin? looking after things. Fine. Yes, it's true. So I'd like to see lots of research in that. I also don't trust people who don't love themselves. No, it's very dangerous. People say, I love you. Oh, I hate myself, but I love you. No, you cannot love a person if you don't love yourself. You can want her or want him, want to possess something. But to love liberates. And the African saying is, be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt.
Dr. Maya Angelou, the reason why I played that video, because she said love liberates. And when we can understand that it is with love that we will find our freedom, we don't have to be afraid to be unapologetically ourselves out loud, even though they are tearing up streets just to get rid of our history, just to tear up the names, to take down the signs, to try to gaslight us into thinking that diversity, equity, inclusion is not a part of the American principles of justice, freedom, and liberty. Like, how is that possible? And it is not the truth. And we get to stand in the truth, and we get to stand in that truth together. And now is that time more than ever. And that is why we're rooted. Rooted has so many different dimensions, because not only are we in this place where we shall not be moved, because we've been here and we ain't going nowhere, because I say so, we ain't going nowhere. I'm like Shirley Chisholm say, I'm American. This land is my land too. So you're not going to push me out. You know, you're not going to make me think that I should be quiet or like hide my identity or change my name or whatever it is that makes me the best version of myself. Like, we don't get to go back back in times and back in the days, first of all. But rooted also in the tech industry, it means access. To be rooted, you have root access. That means you have access to every single part of that system. And that is what we need right now. We need to understand the ways that the political systems are working so that we don't become subject and victim. We don't have to be afraid when we know and we have the knowledge on how we can be empowered. It's not about fighting right now. Like, the thing about it is, we don't have to fight when we have the knowledge. When you have the knowledge, you strategize. You can sit back and win. You don't have to fight. We don't have to get angry about it. We can laugh our way through this situation. And that's what I want to empower us to do. So as I'm ending this call, I have a couple of people that have questions, and I want to just honor the fact that we've hit the 9:00 mark because of our, things that we had going on in the beginning. So those of you guys that need to jump off, know that I'm going to be sending an email wrap up of this call. I'm going to be sending directives, ways that you can get in contact with us, ways that you can volunteer, that you could be a city ambassador, that you can be an artist, because each and every city, we're calling for artists. If you know an artist, let them know. We want to have t-shirts and merch for every city. So we'll have like rooted Brooklyn, rooted Philly, rooted Houston, rooted Dallas, rooted Memphis. And those shirts will represent what people can buy, so that then we can support the people on the ground. We can support the businesses on the ground. A lot of times our Black woman businesses don't even have the inventory in order to, like, if we were to send all of the people that we get together and say, go shop at this stop, they don't even have the inventory. And then y'all gonna be like, oh my God, my stuff was so late. I hate when y'all do that. It's just like there's a lot going on when a Black woman is trying to hold down things and do a lot of the things by herself with very little resources. So we want to make it as easy as possible for them to get the money and not have to wait 6 months to go through an accelerator, go through a large grant process, go to 7 interviews, get interviewed by AI, get rejected, all of that. We're like, nah, B, you get to win because we say so. And we're going to support not just our Black women on the ground, but in the digital atmosphere. Because again, there are so many educators, innovators, visionaries, people that have knowledge that the algorithms will not let us know. So anyways, what we're going to do is make sure we give you all of the information in your email. If you signed up for this call, you will get an email from us tomorrow with everything that you need to be able to share it, to let everybody know, and also to join the call next week, because we're going to do this every week until we get to the 10th of April, so that we can get more and more and more people understanding the importance of being rooted, the importance of joining on with us, the importance of this movement, and that we get to do things differently this time. You know, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm so tired of being angry. I'm sick and tired of just the heaviness of looking at all of the things that they send to us in the media and the news. I want to look out and see a sea of beautiful Black women with the colors that Dr. Shy Battle told us we was gonna wear: hot pink and lime green and bright yellow and like spring colors. And I could just see us for 10 days straight, just walking in the streets, being as fabulous as we want to be. And again, shutting down the media and all attention on us, all eyes on us, understanding our stories. And at the same time, we're documenting those stories. We're keeping those stories sacred. We're telling the stories of our ancestors. We're lifting up each other's names, and we are congregating together and fellowshipping together. We have a movement song already, but I want more musicians. I want people to really take this opportunity again and lift it up. Really, if you see a space for yourself within this, you like, oh my goodness, Minister Jazz, I have an idea on how this can work and how this can be expanded. We need you. We need your voice. We need your energy. We need your passion. Again, this is our time. This is our March on Washington moment. We get to do these marches. We get to do this sit-in in these digital streets. So I promise you we have an email. If you have a question, feel free to, I think you can unmute yourself one at a time. I don't know how, hey, Oakland. That's what I'm talking about. I'm loving that we got California in here. We got Texas in here. We got Detroit in here. Oh my God, we got Philly in here. It is so much energy. And that's what I'm talking about. When, guys, no, sit back for real, and think about it. Like, when was the last time, if ever, since you've been born, that there has been a cross-country movement where we were all doing the same thing at the same time in the name of love? Okay. So if you have an answer for that, I want you to get back at me, because we're going to use whatever that was. We're going to use that blueprint too. You know, I was inspired by Soulville. I'm a big history buff, so I'm going to know a lot of little different things and different notes. You feel me? But I was definitely inspired by Soulville. And that was another event that happened that was so incredible. It was so incredible. And they talked about it not. Like, I was 100 years old before I knew that this Soulville event even existed, that Black people came together, and it was 100% peace in this big stadium. I think it was like 100,000 plus people in this huge stadium, and it was no drama, only love. That is what we get to be, because we say so. And we get to be bright and colorful as we do it. So, any questions for from the audience? Yes, Maryland in the house. Yes, we have Baltimore, we have North Carolina, Charlotte. Yes, Jennifer, Charlotte holding it down. We have Fayetteville. We have Detroit. I said Detroit before. We have St. Louis. My people in Memphis, raise your hand. Oh, you know, so many different places. Yes, watch Stacks. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. Stacks. And and we are just going to spread this joy and just revive one another. We're calling on service leaders. If you belong to a church home or a community center in your area, we are calling to service leaders and community centers to host on the ground at the day that we are in your city revival moments where we can come together in person. So those of us that are digital, we'll be able to go city to city, but when it comes to our city, we get to have a place where we can meet in person and just feel that sisterhood. It's like just come together under the same guise of like what with our colors on, and really fellowship with one another, get to meet one another, just out of the strength of love, unapologetically loving one another out loud in the name of sisterhood. I'm so excited. I'm like flying right now. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so like I'm just like out of here with this because it's just so amazing that this gets to happen because we say so. Like we get to declare it and then make it manifest. And so we have these buses. The people that get the tickets for the buses, the tickets are on sale right now. Not for nothing, like I said before, there's only one bus per city as it stands right now. So you already know that those tickets is going to go and they're going to fly. They're on sale right now. You could go to the website and you can, secure your ticket to be actually on the bus that's on the ground. It's only a 56 passenger bus per city. So if that's something that's interesting to you, all we ask is that if you have a seat on the bus, that you are like really amplifying what's going on in that city. And and we have some amazing partners that are here. Who has a question? Go ahead. I heard you. Did you try to say something? I heard somebody. Yes, Miami in the house. That's what I'm talking about. We all up in here. We are representing so many places. This land is our land too. At the end of the day, like we get to own it. We get to claim it and we get to be rooted in it. It was again from our literal breasts that this nation was nourished. You know what I mean? While they were signing the Constitution, we was home breastfeeding their children. Stop playing. And it's always just like we can't be forgotten. We can't be forgotten. Our contributions can't be understated. We have some of the greatest genius minds, the most innovative innovators whose ideas was taken and made into patents, and then the stories were saying like they didn't even exist. But not no more, not on our watch, not because we say so. We get to tell the truth and be truthful about who it is that we are. And yes, comedians, please sign up in your cities. So, like I said, the email is going to go out. I wrote notes. Okay, this is a note that I wrote that was very important. Each day of the 10 days is a different theme. So we have a daily theme every day that we'll be all focusing our attention on. So if you are, when I release the themes, if you are a speaker, an expert, if you just I have so much to say. I know that I am wise. I know that I have something contribute, but I cannot get through this algorithm. Instagram does not love me. This is your time. Reach out, because if you are a part of that particular theme, we're going to make sure that your story is heard. We're going to do our best to make sure that we direct 100,000 people of energy to wherever it is that's your channel, so that your message can be heard. What else I got over here? Yes, absolutely. I said music. I said the artists. That we need artists that will be showing, like that will be creating the shirts. Those are going to be due next week. We need people to move fast. We only have 30 days before we have to make this happen. And so next week, we're going to need that art to come in. What else I got? Yes, everybody's going to receive a kit that's on this call, that if you registered, you're going to get the kit that has all of the information on how do you get rooted, how you get your community rooted, how everybody can contribute. That was a note for me. Let's see. And I said comedy shows and service leaders. And so I think I might have hit everything, y'all. And so if y'all don't have any questions for me, I'm going to say, wait, let me see. Don't forget to say that. Okay. My sister is in the background. She's sending me notes. She's like, don't forget to do this. So she's so amazing. I want to give KK a shout out. Thank you so much, KK, for being amazing every single day. And I want to give my wife a shout out. She's over here holding it down as well. You guys, none of this would be possible because my brain is just like not even on time, screwed on time or top. See, you see what I'm saying? And my wife be holding me down so I can bring all of the goodness and the juice to you guys. every day, and I'm doing my best to make sure that everybody feels empowered, because this movement is not about me. It is all about the sisterhood. It is all about us coming together, about moving as a collective, and just being unapologetic in these digital streets and showing up on the ground. And there's so many more partnerships. You only met a little smidget of handful of the people that have been contributing to this. We got Black AI Media that's on board with us. So many different tech companies that are like supporting. This is just groundbreaking. This is groundbreaking. It's life changing, and we get to be a part of it because we say so. Again, I'm going to open the floor one more time if there's anybody that have any questions for me or any of the speakers. Ooh, in the chat, you say my spirit needed this. Bless everyone here. Let's get it. Um, we got Sacramento in the house. Yes, universal indigenous vibes. Yes, 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 yes. There's so much beautiful things that are happening, and it's us. This is our energy. This is what happens when we come together with intention, and we're not thinking about fighting. We're not thinking about, how hard it is. We're focusing on the solution. When we focus on the solution, the energy comes. And this is sustainable. This is something that we could do over and over and over. We could duplicate this process again and again, year after year. You know what I mean? Like, we could never duplicate what we did back in 2020 year again and again after year. Like, that's not sustainable. But we want to create sustainable movements that nourish us, movements that we look forward to year after year, that's going to just lift us up and help us to grow and glow and just be amazing. And that's what it means to be rooted this year. So rooted 2025.com is really simple. www.rooted2025.com. That's where you find tickets. That's where you find the cities that will be featured. That's where you'll be able to sign up for the digital sit-in. It's free to sign up for the digital sit-in, but if you want to contribute, you can buy in at one of the other ticket prices, just so that you know that these engines move we need finances for these engines to move. And everything that you're seeing, like, we're building it with the grassroots, and this is a grassroots effort, and that's where it starts, and that's why it feels so amazing. You know what I mean? It's not a top down, and nobody's trying to help us right now, not for real, right? Like, everybody was trying to do us favors and everything. It's like, we don't need favors, we need commitment. We need our allies. If you're on this call, we need you to be committed, not just when it's trendy, but when things get rough and hard. We need you to still at that time show up out loud. You know what I mean? I want you to take a second look at what happened on Freedom Summer, because those people, they was not playing. They was like, I'm gonna sit right by you on the lunch counters. I'm gonna sit right by you. I'm not hiding. I'm not, sending you a couple of dollars and like not showing my face. Like, we need your presence and we need your dollars, all of it. You understand what I'm saying? We need you. So allies, please know that this is about you, and know that this is an inclusive movement of all Black women experiences. If you identify as a Black woman at any conjuncture, you are included in this movement. We love you. We see you. We appreciate you. We need you. We honor you. All of us have something really, 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 really special to give, and we get to give that because we say so. So I'm going to end the call, because I got a lot of work to do, and I want to make sure that all of you guys get what you need. And Joanna needs to get some sleep, because she said she only got 30 minutes of sleep today. And yesterday was Black Woman Day of Rest, and I don't know why Joanna only got 30 minutes of sleep, but we need to rest because it's time to get started. So make sure you take some rest tonight. Get it in, because when you wake up and you get that email, it is go time. It's get on fire. We are taking off. We hitting the streets, the digital streets and the physical ones, and we come into your city, and we are just celebrating out loud. I just want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you, and for this moment. I want to say thank you to all of the abundance that it is that we get to be, who it is that we are when we come together. This is an amazing moment. This is an amazing time, and it is the right time. And I'm so full with gratitude and full with praise, because we get to be here. We get to know that we are rooted. We get to know that we are magical, that we have majesty within us, and that we get to share that with the rest of the nation. We get to be the healing vessels that we have always been, and we get to know that we get to do it together. It is together that we will change things, nothing apart, together everything. We get to have that because we say so, and I thank you, and so it is. So it is, guys. I'm ending the call. I'm so grateful for you. Yes, God bless. God bless. God bless. Peace.
We shall not be moved. 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 We planted deep in these waters. We shall not be moved. No. From analog to digital, our power multiplies. They tried to silence us, but we still amplify. Like rivers run, our spirits flow. Watch us rise, watch us grow. We don't bend.